We all know how overpowered Kokushibo is, and being the Upper Moon one, he is feared by humans and demons alike. His name alone is enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. But how does he fare when compared to his older brother Yoriichi Tsugikuni, the guy who invented breathing techniques? Demon Slayer fans have been wondering about this since the Stone Age. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In this video, we'll compare both Yoriichi and Kokushibo to see who comes out on top in a battle. I'm pretty sure most of you already know that Kokushibo fought Yoriichi when he originally became a demon and got his ass whooped. But in this scenario, the Kokushibo we're referring to is the one that fought Sanemi and Gilmei in the Infinity Castle, and he's gotten a lot stronger since then. Before we begin, let's talk about Kokushibo and Yoriichi's relationship. Kokushibo's original name is Michikatsu Tsugikuni, and he's actually Yoriichi's younger brother. From a young age, Michikatsu felt overshadowed by Yoriichi's natural talent. Despite Michikatsu's efforts and dedication to mastering swordsmanship, Yoriichi was a prodigy who surpassed everyone without trying. This created a powerful sense of inadequacy and jealousy in Michikatsu. The idea that he, despite all his work, would never reach the heights that Yoriichi achieved effortlessly deeply wounded his pride. And when he fought Muzan, the Demon King realized his inferiority complex and his hunger for power. He offered him to become a demon, and Michikatsu accepted his offer without thinking. Well, that's enough yapping. Let's get back to our topic. Firstly, we will talk about their power and physical strength. As Upper Moon 1, his strength is unparalleled among the Upper Moons. His demonic transformation grants him superhuman strength, regenerative abilities, and nearly limitless stamina. Kokushibo's swordsmanship is augmented by moon breathing, creating crescent-shaped energy slashes that can decimate entire landscapes with ease. Yoriichi Tsugikuni, the prodigious younger brother, was alleged to have been born with so much innate talent that even demons were afraid of him. Despite being human, Yoriichi's strength was nothing short of extraordinary. His mastery of sun breathing enabled him to readily defeat demons. His strength was so incredible that he could defeat hundreds of demons in quick succession, without breaking a sweat. When Yoriichi faced Muzan Kibutsuji, he was able to corner and nearly kill the Demon King. Even in his advanced age, he had the strength to inflict terrible wounds on Kokushibo. However, if we're to compare their physical strength and power, Kokushibo would surely come out on top. Even though he's the strongest demon slayer, humans just can't compare to demons when it comes to physical strength and destructive abilities. Strength and physical abilities, however, are not the only thing that matter in battle. It doesn't matter how strong or overpowered you are. If you can't touch your opponent, then you're pretty much useless in my opinion. Kokushibo's speed and agility are beyond human comprehension. As a demon, he can move quicker than the human eye can detect, closing distances and unleashing devastating attacks in the blink of an eye. His 6 eyes not only improve his vision, but they also give him a better sense of his environment, allowing him to read the flow of battle and anticipate his opponent's moves with unparalleled precision. Yoriichi, on the other hand, is an entirely different beast when it comes to speed and agility. Even before he became a demon slayer, his moves were described as supernatural. Witnesses reported that his movements were so fluid that it almost seemed like he was teleporting. And that's not the only thing. His transition between attack and defense was also damn smooth. This enabled him to execute his sun-breathing techniques with perfect timing, making it incredibly tough for his opponents to even react to his movements. For speed and agility, Yoriichi surpasses Kokushibo. The Upper Moon 1 is pretty darn fast, but when compared to Yoriichi, his movements just fade away. Yoriichi edges out Kokushibo in speed and agility. I'm pretty sure all of you must have noticed that there are always some characters out there that have pretty overpowered abilities, but they just don't know how to utilize them and end up getting their butts whooped. This makes you realize just how important combat experience actually is. For that purpose, we'll now compare their combat experience. Experience is another crucial factor in understanding their prowess. Kokushibo, who turned into a demon to surpass human limitations and conquer his brother, accumulated centuries of combat experience. His vast knowledge turned him into a master strategist, who can take down any opponent with ease. This experience also allowed him to adapt to any situation and face tricky opponents. His battle knowledge is vast, born from hundreds of years of facing different opponents and evolving his techniques to stay ahead. Yoriichi, on the other hand, left this world rather soon, owing to his Demon Slayer mark. But his life was marked by brilliance that no amount of time could replicate. Yoriichi was unmatched from an early age. His understanding of battle seemed instinctive, as if he was born to wield a katana. During their human years, the renowned battle against Muzan and the deadly duel with Kokushibo demonstrated not only his combat prowess, but also his amazing perception. Yoriichi didn't need decades to refine his skills because he was already excellent. In terms of combat experience, Kokushibo edges out Yoriichi by the barest of margins. You might ask why, even though I've mentioned that Yoriichi was a prodigy who didn't even need decades of battle experience. Well, this is exactly the problem. In his battle against Muzan, he took Muzan by surprise. The Demon King was definitely underestimating him and never took the battle seriously. Prodigies like Yoriichi tend to rely a lot on their innate abilities, and when they face off against someone like Kokushibo, who has centuries of battle experience, they tend to suffer. Considering all this, I'd say that Kokushibo takes the point here. Since both of these characters exist in Demon Slayer verse, where techniques and special abilities matter a lot, it makes sense that we should talk about that as well. Kokushibo's abilities are nothing short of fearsome. As a moon-breathing user, his techniques are enhanced by demonic power, allowing him to create hundreds of crescent-shaped blades with each swing. With 6 eyes, Kokushibo possesses unmatched depth perception and combat awareness, making him nearly impossible to catch off guard. Combined with his immense strength and supernatural abilities, he stands as Muzan's most overpowered lackey. Another interesting thing I'd like to mention here is that Kokushibo is the only demon besides Demon Tanjiro who possesses the Demon Slayer mark, even though he's not a Demon Slayer. Yet, even Kokushibo's impressive arsenal dims in comparison to Yoriichi's sun breathing. Known as the progenitor of all breathing styles, sun breathing is the most powerful and balanced technique. It was created to mimic the energy of the sun itself, which is the greatest threat to demons. Yoriichi's mastery of this technique reached such heights that he was able to develop the legendary 13th form, a continuous chain of attacks designed specifically to destroy Muzan's multiple hearts and brains simultaneously. This form was so potent that it struck at the very essence of a demon's being. It's pretty obvious from the above conversation that sun breathing far surpassed all other breathing forms. It doesn't really matter if Kokushibo has truly mastered moon breathing or not. It will always remain inferior to sun breathing. Next up, let's talk about durability and stamina. I'm pretty sure all of us know who's winning this round. All demons possess the ability to regenerate, and being Upper Moon 1, Kokushibo is no different. In fact, his regeneration abilities far surpass other characters, and he can regenerate from otherwise fatal injuries in seconds. Besides this, he has infinite stamina. Demons can keep on fighting for hours without breaking a sweat. Yoriichi, on the other hand, is a mere human. Despite this, he's exhibited some insane feats when it comes to durability and stamina. He could fight for extended periods without showing signs of exhaustion, and his willpower allowed him to push through pain and injuries that would incapacitate others. His final battle against Kokushibo in old age demonstrated that even when past his prime, Yoriichi remained formidable, capable of delivering a blow that left an indelible scar on his brother. Now that we've compared their stats, let's talk about their feats and achievements as well. We all know that Yoriichi is the original sun-breathing user. He was the one who created breathing styles, and owing to him, humanity stands a chance against demons. He's also recognized as the strongest demon slayer, and the one who stands at the pinnacle of strength. His abilities are so overwhelming that even Muzan fears him. Bro legit gave the Demon King PTSD for life. He fought Kokushibo before as well, and even though he was old, he still managed to defeat him and die standing. Kokushibo, on the other hand, is the Upper Moon 1 and the strongest demon behind Muzan. As a matter of fact, we don't know if Muzan is actually stronger than Kokushibo because we never saw them fight, or Muzan controlling Kokushibo using his blood. Another interesting thing I'd like to mention here is that Muzan and Kokushibo are actually partners in business, which basically means that Muzan considers him his equal. Kokushibo almost overwhelmed the strongest current Hashira, Gyomei, and Sanemi together. In the end, it's finally time for the final verdict. So who comes out on top in this legendary comparison? Kokushibo's strength, regeneration, and centuries of experience make him a nearly unbeatable opponent. His demonic powers elevate him beyond the limits of humanity. However, Yoriichi's unparalleled skill, divine talent, and mastery of sun breathing place him in a class that even Kokushibo could not reach. The fact that Kokushibo himself admitted that he never surpassed Yoriichi speaks volumes. Yoriichi's legacy as the greatest demon slayer in history endures as a testament to his unmatched power. In a head-to-head battle, it's likely that Yoriichi's overwhelming mastery, speed, and raw power would ultimately outmatch Kokushibo's formidable abilities. Yoriichi is not just a warrior, he's a phenomenon. A reminder that some talents are beyond even the reach of demons. If you like this video, you can click on this other cool video that's appearing on your screen. Go ahead, click it.